As we venture into week number 5, I want to take just a quick second and talk about recipes. You know, I have in here a healthy vegetable soup. I'm not a big cooker. I married a chef, makes my life a lot easier, but I'm a good eater. So one of the problems that I had growing up was I didn't really like vegetables, maybe because they were usually boiled or in a TV dinner or didn't look like a real vegetable. I've discovered the best way to get vegetables into my body and into my children is called stealth health. Yeah, there's 2 things I love to do. One is the vegetable soup. In a soup, I don't really notice all the vegetables. You kind of cover it up with a great base and some chicken, and it tastes just wonderful. Also, you make smoothies. You know, you can stick all kinds of vegetables in your smoothie. Kale, broccoli, spinach. You put an apple or a grape or an orange in there, you never taste it. So I'm a big fan of stealth health. And in fact, I then have this little Forbes fit and fun little word game, just to remind you of all the different vegetables out there. There's so many of them. Vegetables really contain nutrition, they're full of fiber, there's so many reasons to get them into your diet. At this point in your eating plan, I want you to get a little serious and say, you know, I really need to get serious about putting in good food, good nutrition. Where do I find it? What does it look like? Start to read the labels, get serious. We've been together now, it's the start of the 5th week. And of course, I can't look at this picture and not smile from the bottom of my heart. That man is Jack LaLanne. That is my twins. They had met them when they were little teeny babies. I love the smiles on their face. This man set a path for so many. He said a great quote, if man made it, don't eat. Well, he also said, I can't die, it would ruin my reputation. Sadly, he did. Unfortunately, he was as human as the rest of us. But you know what? He stopped eating sugar at age 14. I knew him for 8 years of my life. And a funny thing, he never made fun of anyone. He never said, oh, you can't eat that. Don't do that. But whenever you were around him, and I watched this on many a TV set, people who were going to grab a donut with a coffee or a diet soda, put it behind their back. He had an essence of truth about him. We all know what's good and bad for us. This book has helped to uncover some of the truths about you, to bring up some of your positives, push aside some of your negatives. Start eating good food. It really is the whole foundation of everything that you do every day. Okay, page 97. Oh, I like this. This is one of my favorites. I'm going to start this whole week off with a couple of my favorite phrases. Dare to risk. Ooh, what kind of reaction did you just have? Oh, I don't do that, or maybe I do that all the time. Risk is defined as doing something outside of the box. And maybe not outside of everybody's box, just outside of your box. If you're very conservative, sometimes a little bit goes a long way. If you're already adventurous, well, you got a big task in front of you. But for this page, I want you to imagine stepping outside of your personal comfort zone. Maybe it's speaking in public. Oh, that scares so many people. Maybe it's volunteering in a nursing home. Do old people kind of freak you out? Or maybe just volunteering, you don't have enough time. Dare to risk a little bit. Maybe it's eating dinner alone at a restaurant. One of my challenges years ago was take yourself out on a date. Do you feel comfortable being alone? How does that resonate with you? Some people it's just fine, some people it terrifies them. If you're the terrified one, do it. Do something that makes your palms sweaty. Maybe it's quitting a job that you hate. See, that wouldn't be a risk. I couldn't imagine living with myself otherwise. Or maybe it's leaving a destructive relationship. Dare to risk. Right now, what I want you to do, grab your pen, is I want you to push your personal limits. I want you to describe a risk that you can imagine tackling, but that would still make you feel a little uncomfortable. That's what this space is for. A risk that gets your heart pumping, your hands sweating, and is worth daring to do. What is that for you? Okay, now you're probably saying, all right, so Forbes, what is it for you? I knew you were going to ask that. Oh, gosh. All right. You may not realize this about me, but I'm a little shy. I know people look at me going, really? I'm not shy right now. When I'm doing what I love, I'm very comfortable. But I'll go to parties, I'll go to social situations, and I get very uncomfortable. Something that was always very hard for me, which is maybe why my career is not Sandra Bullock and Julie Roberts as an actress, is I had a hard time talking to agents and managers. Or really, like my hands, I would just kind of freak out. So for me, a risk at this point would be to approach a manager and secure an agent or one of that really is important, that's someone hard for me to get to, hard for me to talk to. Now you're going, am I going to achieve it? Well, back at you. Dare to risk. And finally at the bottom, do you laugh enough? No, seriously, do you laugh? One of my favorite movies is Willy Wonka. There's a moment where the boy in the movie and his grandfather laugh They actually had too many bubbles. They find if they laugh, that's what gets them out of this situation. Laughing is one of those things, you can't deny how good it feels. Find something that makes you smile. Laugh today. Go rent a movie. Find somebody that makes you laugh. Watch a comedy routine, but laugh. That physical desire to go, I'm laughing because you're laughing at me right now, aren't you? But I'll tell you what, it's also good for your tummy muscles. Enjoy it. I'm laughing. I'm having a good time. I'm leaving. I'm going to go, I'm out of here.